Very often, you'll find the need to insert cells into an existing worksheet. So let me show you how you can do that with rows and columns and even cells right in the middle of a row and column. Well, for example, let's say we wanted a blank column between June and total. Well, let's go up here to the header for column H and notice the mouse pointer is this down arrow. And just click with the right mouse button and from the pop-up, choose Insert, and it inserts a brand new column right before the column that you collect. And that's just kind of a Windows standard, is new items generally go before the current item, whatever that item is, could be row, column, and so forth. And I'm just going to press Control Z to undo that. Well, what if I select more than one column? Let's go over here and let's select column B and C. And I have a few techniques to do that. Once you have both column B and C selected, again, make sure it's this down pointing arrow on the header. Right click, choose Insert, and now it inserts two columns, so you now have a new column B and a new column C. Again, I'll just press Control Z to undo that. Rows work the same way. Let's say we want a row above row 5. Put your mouse pointer here on the header for row 5, so it's that right pointing arrow. Click the right mouse button and choose Insert, and it inserts a new row. Notice also that it picked up the formatting of the row above it because that's where you inserted the row. Now, of course, you could always get rid of that color, but we'll talk about that in another movie. Again, I'll just press Control Z to undo. What if we select a few rows? Maybe this time I'll select 3 rows here. See, I'm just putting my mouse pointer on this first row, so it's that right pointing arrow, and I'm just clicking and dragging down. And then when I right click and choose Insert, you see it inserts 3 rows because I have 3 rows selected. Again, let's just undo. Well, let's say you wanted to insert cells in the middle of a worksheet. Let's select from this January down to the total. Right click in the highlighted area and choose Insert. Now, because you're inserting cells in the middle of the worksheet, Excel has to figure, all right, if we're going to do that, we got to push the stuff aside. And which way are we going to push it? Up, down, left, or right? Well, Excel is pretty good at guessing. And here if we choose Shift Cells Right and we click OK, now you say everything's pushed out. Look what's happened here. This area has been pushed out to column I, so it's not quite a new column that's being inserted. It's new cells being put in the middle. Again, I'll just Control Z to undo. And the same thing if you go across a row. If we select across a row here, right click and Insert, and it says, okay, again, which way do you want to go? Now, because we selected across a row, Excel correctly guesses that we want to shift the cells down. Click OK. Now it's picked up the formatting, but you see it's shifted everything down. And now we have this empty row. And you can just, again, Control Z to undo. So most of the time, you want to insert an entire new column or an entire new row, not cells in the middle of the worksheet. But now you see the technique is the same, so you could do it either way.